Alright guys, so we are back for some more Toronto Maple Leafs GM mode. So we'll get right into the simulation. I know I haven't done this for a while. We're going to go all the way up to the All-Star break. And then yeah, so this episode is going to be about 8 to 9 weeks of simulating. We have one goalie in the net. I can't remember which one. But yeah, so I think we're good to start off. Reimer is in the net, and he still has like 2 losses to suffer. So we'll get right into it. So Reimer we're doing 2-1, I believe. Yeah, I think that's what. No, I think we're doing 4-1. We'll go to 5. Let's go 5-1 because I want Reimer to play a lot of games. So we'll go 5 losses for Reimer, and then he's out of the net. So you can see we are 18, 5, and now 4 because we just got that OTL right there. Drouin is leading our team in goals with 16 goals. Huberdeau's leading us in assists with 20. Scheifele's leading us in plus minus with 17. Perros leading us in penalties with 40 penalty minutes. And Reimer's leading us in goaltender wins with 18. He's gotten every single win so far. So we beat St. Louis there, so he still has 5 more, so we can sum up these 5 games. So yeah, nothing much has really happened between the last episode and this. I haven't done anything except for I went looking for trades, and I wanted to talk to you guys about some ideas for the trade deadline because I want to get your opinions in for whenever I do the trade deadline. So the trade deadline is coming up in like 2 episodes, I believe, and I want to make sure that I can re-sign all my players for next year. I'm pretty sure that Datsuk is going to retire, so that will free up about $7 million cap. We have to sign Dougie Hamilton. Who else? We have to sign Morgan Riley. I think there's some other guys that are going to want some big contracts. They're going to have to sign, and hopefully we can get them signed up with good money, and yeah, hopefully we can get that done. If we do have to trade away some guys, I do still have 3 4.5 star forward 4.5 star potential forwards that are coming up really soon. They're all in the 70s, I believe. One guy that I drafted last year is named like Zarkov, and I have Galchenyuk and Grigorenko. So those 3 guys could be up pretty soon. With my first overall, with the pick that I'm going to try and get this year, I'm going to try and get a defenseman prospect because Fanuf's getting older, and our 6th defenseman spot is getting weaker, and I might not be able to re-sign one of my guys in a few years. So I want to get at least one more 4.5 star potential defensive prospect. My highest defensive prospect right now is probably Pollock, but he is in the NHL right now. He's like a 78 or something. But other than that, we have Connor Murphy, who's 4-star green star. So yeah, not too much on the defensive side. So you can see I haven't really been paying attention. We are now 27-4. We'll go check back to see how many games he has lost. So we got a game against Boston and then a game against Buffalo, both home games. And I just finished watching Game 2 of the Toronto Maple Leafs playoff series against the Boston Bruins. They tied up the series. It's pretty intense. We were going wild and stuff in my house. So yeah, we'll go back. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. So he has 1 loss, 2, 3, 4, so you can suffer 1 more loss. Now we stand at home against Montreal. So yeah, we're getting pretty close to the All-Star break. In this episode, I will check out all that good stuff of who made the All-Star break from our team. Hopefully we have a few All-Stars. We got a really young team, I believe, and that hopefully we don't have cap problems and stuff like that, because cap problems always suck. So Reimer gets the win there, so he's going to stay in the net. Now we got back-to-back games against the New York Islanders, who just upset the Pittsburgh Penguins in Game 2, which was a pretty big upset. I personally think that New York has a pretty good chance because I really like the way their team's built with just like the one stacked line and all that good stuff. So game against the Islanders, we lose that one. So I'm going to go move our backup in. Jose Theodore, you can go in. And we also have Frankie Palazez, so he can he's a 4.5 star potential prospect goalie that he can come up. But Reimer's been playing really well lately, so we're probably gonna stick with Reimer for a little bit. And the other thing was how many years I'm gonna do for this. So I started with 2013, 14, 15. So that means this is only year 3, I believe. I kind of want to check that. I should be paying more attention to this, but I actually don't know. We could probably go in here. Where is it? Where is this? I know there's something that has like your stats. Uh, where is it? Here we are. So yeah, this is year 4. First year we didn't make the playoffs. Second year, we had a first round exit. Third year we won the cup, and now we're in year 4. So 4 years in, and so this is year 4. In my last GM mode, I only did 5 years, and this one I started it with 10 years. And some of you guys are saying do 5 years, do 7 years. So I'm not sure yet. We'll see how it plays out. I think we're gonna go more than 5 years, at least 7 at this point, and I'm feeling like 7 or 8 because 10 it usually gets too long and stuff. And I want to start a new GM and get our third one done before NHL 14 comes out. So yeah. I still got Jose Theodore in. He picked up his first one of the season. And will he pick up his second against the Rangers? So we'll see right here what he does. And he will get the win. Gets a shutout. His first shutout of the year. So Jose Theodore will get 3 games in a row. And it looks like Boston just acquired Marian Hossa and Robert Scuderi for a first round pick, Rich Peverly, and something else. Boston, I think, was in last place the last time I checked the standings, so that's a little weird that they would be trading for guys that are not like prospects or anything. So whenever we get up to this Friday, the 1st, we'll check all the stats and stuff, and then we'll go switch goalie if we need to. I'm not sure. No, Jose Theodore gets back-to-back shutouts, and he will be staying in the net. So we'll sim up to this Friday, January 1st, New Year's Day, and we will go check this out. Whenever it sims one more day, this could be the day of a Winter Classic, 'cause that's where they usually play it. So standings, we have Columbus in first in the Western Conference. The rest of it, if you guys care, you can just have a look. We are in first in the East with 56 points. We are 5 points out of the President's Trophy, so that's pretty cool. Other notables, the Rangers are in last place. All that good stuff, you can check that out. So for goals, Skinner is leading the league with 24 goals. We have Druin from our team who has 23, who is in second place, tied with Eberle. So it's a really tight goals race. Now assists, the league leader is Ryan Nugent-Hopkins with 34 assists, and Huberto from our team has 31 in third place. So now points, the league leader is Jeff Skinner. He has 52 points, and Druin from our team has 44. He's in second. And we also have Jonathan Huberto, who's up there with 41 points there in 8th. So we have some good guys up there. We have, for wins, Reimer's in first with 22 wins. Save percentage, James Reimer, nope. Goals against, James Reimer's in third with a 1.96 goals against average. And that is it for that. And so Jose Theodore is still in net. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We only have 11 games left until the All-Star break. So this shouldn't be too long of a video. I want to try and keep them around 20 minutes. And that's pretty much what it looks like we're aiming for in this episode. So let me just grab a sip of water. So taking on the Pens, Malkin only has 16 goals this year, which is pretty weird. The Pens actually have a pretty stacked team this year, taking on the Islanders in the playoffs, and I totally missed. Yep, Jose Theodore is done. He had 4 games there, I think. So we'll go back to our starter, James Reimer. So James Reimer, between the pipes, he gets 3, 4, 5 games. So yeah, Jonathan Drouin still leading us in goals. Huberdeau still leading us in assists. That's all good. Brown's now leading us in penalty minutes. I said this in the last video. I know that you guys think that it's bad to have like goons on your team because they take too many penalties, but the way they take their penalties is the thing. Like Brown and Peros, they're both like tough guys, and the way they take their penalties, they don't take like 2-minute minors. They get like fighting penalties, majors where it's offsetting, so they don't go. We're not shorthanded, so it doesn't hurt the team at all. So yeah, so Reimer gets his first loss there, and he wins his second game there. He let up 5 goals in 2 games, which is it's all right. I could say it's like that's 2.5 goals against average. So we got an away game against the Carolina Hurricanes. Hopefully Reimer can pick this one up on the road for Hockey Night in Canada. And it'd be nice if Jonathan Drouin could get up to like let's say 27 goals before the All-Star break. So I want to see this. Ooh, there's a goalie there, which is pretty nice. I know the U.S. has some pretty good guys. No. So who else is there? This guy looks pretty good. Let's go scout him for 6 weeks. So yeah, we got him scouted, and he has these 3 games here, and he has 1 loss so far. James Reimer. So now we take on the Carolina Hurricanes. They actually have a better record than us, but we have more points than them because we have more OT losses. So yeah, hopefully we can pick up this victory. We do not. I think we just got an OT loss. So we got back-to-back away games. We're staying in New York. We're going to the Brooklyn Islanders, and then we go to where do they play? I don't even know. We go to where the Rangers play, and we take them on. So we got back-to-back New York games, and we lose this one. So Reimer has suffered 3 of his 5 losses so far. Now we got a game against the Rangers, who were in last place or something last time I checked. Rick Nash has 21 goals, which is pretty good, but they're not that good of a team. They have 16 wins. That'd be pretty bad. So we beat them, so Reimer still has 2 more losses he can get, and we only have like a few more games, so we can get these 2 losses right here. Hopefully you can win a few. So we got Buffalo Sabres, another away game. The way this works when you get into later years, I hate it because it goes a bunch of home games in a row and a bunch of away games in a row, which kind of sucks, but got to deal with it. We got a game against the Buffalo Sabres, Saturday Night Hockey. It's a pretty close drive to Buffalo. So Jonathan Drouin hasn't scored in a few games. He's up to 24 goals still. Hopefully he can pop a couple Genos in this game. And no, he didn't. And I missed if we won or lost. So we got a game against the Winnipeg Jets on the road. Hopefully we can win this one. And I'll go back and check if we won the last one. And we are taking on the 24-20-2 Winnipeg Jets, which is pretty decent. They have a pretty decent record, and we do beat them. James Reimer gets a shutout, so Reimer still has 2 losses to suffer. He's just got to win one of these games, and it'll be easier for me for the next video, because then I can just keep Reimer in, and then I won't have to remember anything. So we got the Tampa Bay Lightning, another away game. Then we go home to face Boston. On a Friday night, so hopefully we can pick up this victory right here. These guys look like they have a pretty decent record. So yeah, we pick up the 6-4 victory, which is a pretty high scoring game. Total of 10 goals scored in that game. Now we go we go home to take on the Boston Bruins, and they're having a pretty terrible year even after they traded for those Hossa and Scuderi, and we beat them 3-2. So we got 1 game left against Boston, and then we'll go to the All-Star break. And we'll check the stats one more time, and then this video will be complete. So it is a relatively quicker video, I would say. Nah, it's like a normal length. So we're going to take on the Boston Bruins here at home for the last game before the All-Star break. And we do pick up a loss there, so we'll roll with, I know the Reimer still has one more loss, so I'll remember that. And now we're going to the All-Star break. I'll predict we have I'll say 3 All-Stars, okay? That's my prediction. I think Reimer's going to make it, so I don't know which team is which. So this one is the Western Conference. So we'll go over the Western Conference first. Parise, Taves, Eberle, Zetterberg, Kane, Perron made the All-Star game. That's pretty nice. I really like him. McGinn, Couture, and Getzlaff. McGinn is a sort of a surprise. Wahal, Granlund, and Hornquist. Wahal and Hornquist were kind of surprises. Edler and Doughty, Yandel, Goligoski, Spurgeons, and Wisniewski. And then we go to goalies. Sheveldayev and Leland Irving. Sheveldayev, I think he was like first year draftee. First year, he went in the first draft, the 2013 draft. So we'll go check out the Eastern Conference. We got Ovechkin, Crosby, Hossa first line. This is our stacked first line. Crosby's up to a 96 overall, which is freaking amazing. And then we got Nash, Giroux, and Kruchenkov. Then we got Hendrik Sedin, Skinner, and Backstrom, Filatov, Little, and Drouin. So we only had one forward on the team, Drouin. Now on the point, we got Phaneuf, so that's our second one, and Letang, Beaulieu, and Myers, Whitney, and Campbell. And then in net, hopefully Reimer made it. James Reimer made it as a backup. So my prediction was correct. I predicted 3 players on the team, and we had 3 players. So we'll go, and I kind of feel like sim this game. So we'll go into this game. We'll sim it quick. So we'll go 6 times sim speed, and I'll switch over to goals. So Granlund scores the first goal of the game in the first period, about 5 games in, and I know you guys can hear that that train horn going by. Sorry about that. And Yandel and Hossa both scored, so the Western Conference is up 2-1, and power plays going back and forth, tons of them. We're almost done the second period, and indeed we are. So going into the third period, 2-1 game. Yandel scores his second of the game, and that looks like it will ice it for the Western Conference. So I don't think Eastern Conference loses, so that is it for that. Who will get the player of the game for the All-Star game? I think they get like a car or something. They didn't have an All-Star game this year, and I don't think they are next year because of the Olympics. So it'll be 2-year drought of no All-Star game. So that sucks. But Leland Irving gets the player of the game. Yandel gets second star, and Granlund gets the third star. So that is the All-Star break. We'll go over the stats quickly. You can see the stats there. We are 2 points away from Buffalo, and then 4 points out of the President's Trophy. So you can see all that. The Islanders are in third, which is pretty bad because we have their pick this year. You can see all that stuff. Drouin dropped down to 5th in goals. Assists, Huberdeau's in first with 39. Points, Huberdeau's in second, and Drouin dropped all the way off that. Reimer is in first for wins. Reimer's not even up there for save percentage. And for goals against, he moved down to 8th. So that is going to wrap up this video, guys. This was about 20 minutes long, which is kind of where I like to keep it. So, yeah, that's going to be it for this video, guys. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace.